There's a part of me that didn't really want to tell this story, but I'll do it because I was thinking, it's a long story, but I got the time now, I guess. So last week I went to Taco Bell, and when I walked through the door, I see this 5 foot tall little guy, and he's shooting me this dirty look. And it took me a while to remember who he was. I think his name is Alex. I think. Um, Basically, we're both about the same age. We're both pushing 40. But this idiot is still holding on to some kind of grudge from high school or something. Um, at least 2 or 3 times I can remember this guy tried to gang up on me with some other guy, and he knows better than to ever come up to me one on one. Like, he talks big in public, but in private, which I've met him in private before, all of a sudden he can't even look me in the eye, and he stops making fists, and it's like talking to some little grounded, like it's talking like it feels like you're talking to some little kid that's like been put in timeout in the corner. And yeah, I bump into him, and he's shooting me a dirty look, and I'm just like, what's going on? And then out of nowhere he tries to play it off, and he uh he acts like, oh, now I remember who you are. And last year I bump into him. Every now and then I'll bump into this idiot, and he just like kind of just heads in the opposite direction. And well, it just amazed me, man. Like, I always carry my tablet with me and my headphones, and sure enough, he's like saying something or other, and I just kind of take a deep breath, and I'm like, don't get mad, dude. It would be like stomping out a third grader. And so he's talking to one of the employees. I placed my order, and it freaked him out that I'm not even sweating it. I'm like, all right. So I place my order, and then I go and sit down, and I put my headphones on, and I kind of keeping an eye on both of him and that other guy. They're talking about the guy behind the counter. He got cheated on, and then I'm listening to what they're saying, and Alex is still talking the same nonsense that he was saying like in high school. And I'm like, this guy already has kids. He's like my age, but he's still trying to tell you that same stupid thing he said in high school. And I'm like, seriously? At that point, I kind of wanted to start laughing because it's like, man, that was 20 years ago, and he still hasn't grown or anything. He still has the mentality of like a 14-year-old. And I guess like out of nowhere he comes by and he serves me my food, and then I just I just eat my food and he goes away. And I'll just level with you, man. He had the little man syndrome. He's like 5 feet tall, and I can't take someone like that seriously for a lot of reasons, man. I just can't do it. Pretty much every bar I ever worked at, I always keep an eye out on the 5 foot tall guy with little man syndrome because you know he's going to say something stupid. If I had a Bitcoin for every time some 5 foot tall guy got a girlfriend and that gave him an ego, and then the both of them start talking about how they're making plans to like have that guy attack me or get in a fight or something, I guess he's trying to impress her, like, hey, look, I'm gonna pick a fight with the biggest, tallest guy I could find. And it's just ridiculous to me. Like, a 5 foot tall guy, and he's taking it seriously, like some girl saying that he's gonna whoop me. Like, at what point did men lose their logic? Like, bro, you're hitting a moving object. And they have no fight strategy. Just like that story about Ted and the stripper. He was thinking like one punch was going to take, was it like with one punch, he would knock me out flat cold. Two of them would probably leave me a vegetable in the hospital. And I've seen that so many times. And I think like, I consider it maybe like a blessing because I see it like a blessing because like, what's it called? I count my blessings because I see how far I've really came in life. I've had to change so many times because I didn't want to, because I had to. I've had to change and grow up and like, and a whole bunch of other people never did. A whole bunch of people never did. And every now and then God will do that for me. Like he sends somebody I haven't seen like in 10 years. And it's like, half the time it just baffles me. Like, man, this guy didn't change or grow up or anything in 10 years. He had like a 10-year window to do something. He just never did. Leave your comments down below. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and share. Thank you.